What's going on, guys? This is Vincent. Just want to give you a video for today. This one is actually about something I just read last night, this morning. It deals with Lance Armstrong, and I'm sure everyone's got their opinions about him and what he's done for both sport and cancer research and all, his foundation and all that good stuff. This morning, or last night, this morning, I read that Nike dropped him from sponsorship, and he's stepping down from his Livestrong Foundation in the wake of the reports that were coming out from the Cycling Foundation a few weeks ago. I'm sure everyone caught up with that. How Lance Armstrong didn't fight, go ahead and appeal, and he just basically, as people put it, gave up the fight, which doesn't, and let me clarify, this does not induce that he was guilty. He just did not go fight that he was innocent, or continue to fight that he was innocent. I mean, he still claims to this day, until a report comes out, but he still claims that he's still innocent. He just does not want to continue the legal fight for that and else. And so in response to that, Nike today canceled his terminated his sponsorship, and he also made a statement that he is stepping down from the Livestrong Foundation as its chairman. So I just wanted to give you my 2 cents on that. First off, I could care less about everyone's opinion. They have their own opinions about the man themselves and what he's done and what he's doing and what he continues to do. I have no bearing on that. He has made his decisions for better or worse, whatever they may be. Only he will know. I can't deny that he was a great athlete at the time. Now, that could be debated now because of the findings. So I don't have any bearing or opinions about him as a person. He did this, or he put himself in this situation. He alone, he made the choices to put himself in this position. Again, he is a person in the spotlight, so of course, the opinions that are placed upon him are of his doing. So whether he wanted this type of opinion or not, that's totally up to him. I have no bearing. I don't even know the guy, but I do. So I don't support him in either case, whether he wants to claim that he's innocent, or if he just wants, to claim that he doesn't want to, be in the spotlight anymore. I don't really have any opinions about that, but I do have opinions about the foundation he did start. That is a totally separate entity, and what I find surprising is that most people kind of course, will lump the two together, but it's not about him. The foundation is not about him. It is about a situation that he also is in. He does not necessarily, unfortunately, he was the poster boy, the face of the institution or the foundation, but that does not necessarily mean that he is of the foundation. So I know a little bit about it because my father, my dad, he was diagnosed with it as well, so prostate cancer. So that's why I will continue to support the Livestrong Foundation because of that, because I know what people go through, and good thing that my dad is currently he has no symptoms of prostate cancer, and as his regular checkups, he's doing fine. But I just wanted to say that those are two different entities. Lance Armstrong, the person, that's the person. Now the Livestrong Foundation, that's a group of people. That's not him. It's a situation that people bear, and so that's what I continue to support, not Lance Armstrong. And I hate to make a distinction, but it has to be done, because regardless of whatever opinions everyone may have, that foundation has raised millions in research for cancer and cancer research, and continues to do so in regard, without any regard of who has done what as its face of the foundation. So I just wanted to clear that up, and I just wanted to put my 2 cents in that. So as far as Lance Armstrong goes, people will do the things that they believe they need to do in order for to progress themselves. So I have no bearing on whether if what he did actually did any good, or that's only up to him. That's his choice to make, and that's his choice to bear. So the repercussions of what he did, he will now have to face. Yeah, at the time, I do, I still believe that at the time, as an athlete, when I was watching it, that it was definitely a marvel, and he did things that most people didn't do. Now, will my opinion change because of it? It already has a little bit, but I don't see any. I personally don't have any feelings about him. As of a few years ago, actually, once he retired, I just leave that alone. Just like every person has their goods and bads, flaws and circumstances. People change, and it's people like to bring things up from the past, and people do change from from their past up to how they're living today. Now how you act upon them and how you use that is what people will judge you by. So if you continue to use those accolades that you didn't deserve because of things that you've done then I have problems with it. But if you say that those were in the past and you're doing different things now, then I can only judge you as the person if I have met you. So that's how I approach people now. So regardless of what you've done in the past, people have the ability to rise above and change and still do things that are good for themselves, and good, uplifting for themselves. So that's how I judge you if I ever met you, or that's how I gauge our relationship. It's not about what you've done in the past. So that's just my 2 cents on the person himself. So I just wanted to give you that video. If you have any questions or any comments, just put them down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.